Hi teacher, today we are going to talk about some concepts that we have been learning in class. What is the difference between developed and developing nations? Developed nations are the countries that are more industrialized and have higher per capita income levels and advanced technological infrastructure relative to other less industrialized nations. For example, Ireland, Germany, Hong Kong. Developing nations are the countries that are less industrialized and have lower per capita income levels like Angola, Argentina, Afghanistan, and so on. And what is an emerging market? It describes a nation's economy that is progressing toward becoming more advanced. These countries experience an expanding role both in the world economy and one of the political frontier. It has a faster developing of the industries and technology. And what is the current economic situation in Argentina? Argentina is having serious economic crisis. The official coin has lost 2/3 of its value since 2018. The inflation is 30% around, and since 2015 the economy has contracted by about 40%, and its external debt has increased by 60%. Nowadays, the coronavirus pandemic has hit the country in difficult times. How do you envisage the future of cashless society? In a slowly way, our country aren't using the money in cash. It happens because the customers are knowing a new world in a virtual marketplace, that it includes delivery where you are. It is a big opportunity to improve the technology. What is the value of fintech? Well, fintech is a good strategy for our companies to increase their incomes, but they have to develop their technology, but it will be not difficult. You could create your own app and mix the financial and technology. And how the banks and fintech can coverage. We have a big example of fintech in Peru. I am talking about Yape of SP because this company combines finances and technology. Having this app, Yape helps many customers to pay at the store in easy way. So the banks may create or improve their apps to customers have more access to their money. How is the pandemic is hiding in USA economically vulnerable population? America's people was having a good financially, but then the pandemic shocked them. As a million of Americans apply for unemployment benefits, the coronavirus pandemic has brutally laid bare the extent of USA's growing inequality. How to accelerate development in early disease? Early disease have to work hard. These countries have to work in many sectors. One of them is food. For example, athletes don't enjoy to drink and clean water. Have a food 3 times during the day. After that, the country has to work in the education. They have to learn, read, write, and speak in a correct way because it will help to find or create their job. The mobility issues in our country. The mobility issues in our country are the merchants. They have problems to have more incomes because they don't have buyers, and if they decide to go out, they will be suffering many issues like a catch the virus or having a penalty fee. Another problems are the education because a lot of people doesn't have access to internet of their studies. Well, that's all. Thanks.